Oprah, Gayle, and Ava DuVernay said, girl, stop calling me auntie. And I have a lot of concerns and comments about that. Y'all already know what time it is. I got the black V-neck on. Oprah, Gayle, and Ava DuVernay have the right to tell everybody, this is what I do not want to be called. They have that right, and we should listen to them. Absolutely. My only thing is, sis, is this really the hill that y'all want to die on? And not even Ava, not even Gayle, but Oprah specifically. Now, somebody did drag and said, Oprah, okay, girl, we ain't calling you auntie no more. We gonna call you uncle. Now, y'all know I'm not the biggest fan of Oprah, and I've said that so many times. Some of the things that she's done to, you know, like I think she owes an apology to some couple of people, specifically the Central Park 5, and we haven't seen that interview yet, so maybe she did offer them an apology or whatever. If you don't understand why Oprah owes them an apology, please go to kingofreads.com and type in the Central Park 5 because there's an article explaining why. So Oprah posted on Instagram recently that her, Gayle, and Ava, and there's been this whole conversation of the auntie term and how they do not like it. Now, this is my thing, and before you press dislike and say, well, this ain't no different than folks asking to be gendered correctly and not being misgendered, all of that. I think those are two different things, because we're talking about 3 women who have plenty of coin compared to trans women and trans men or non-binary folks. So those are 2 different things. My whole thing with Oprah is, okay, sis, we're gonna sit up here and say that, and you have every right to say that. How does it work when folks calling you queen too? Why is there so much emphasis on the auntie thing? Now, like she's saying that auntie desexualizes them, and it, you know, takes away the whatever, it makes them feel like it's ageist and all that other stuff. And I can definitely see that. But I want to know how many people are walking up to Oprah and calling her auntie to her face. Like, who is in this setting with Oprah? I think people are saying that online, most definitely, they calling her Auntie O, they call her Ava. I mean, I don't see anybody walking up to Oprah, Ava, or even Gayle and saying that. And if they are, that is disrespectful, because unless you have a repertoire with these folks, unless you are really cool with them, you should not. And then, if they're saying that, we should respect that. But my thing is, a lot of people are saying this online. And there's been this talk, and shout out to my guy Jatella on Twitter. He did a thread talking about how auntie, the word auntie goes back to blackness, how that has been like a spoken word that we use to refer to like the protectors in our community and all that. And it's a good thread. Y'all follow him on Twitter. That's Jatella, like Nutella, but Jatella. He's a very good person, and I've learned a lot from him. My whole thing is that if this is an issue, do they not want to be called queen anymore? Because so many people call Oprah queen. Like, I don't think they're doing it in front of her face. They doing Ava like that too. They doing Gayle like that too. Why is there so much emphasis on specifically the auntie thing? And I have to say this. I really think it's because it's just too black. I really think that it's just too black. And I'm not challenging their blackness. I'm not questioning their blackness. I'm just thinking that it has some type of small anti-blackness, a little bit like, girl, I don't like that. I really am not sure. When people are saying that this is something that they don't like, I'm listening. If people are saying, hey, I don't like being called this, or I don't like being disrespected like that, I am definitely listening. I think if more we do that, the more we like understand people's way of life and how they want to be treated. However, we're talking about folks who got plenty of money, specifically Oprah. Like, sis, you worth $1 billion or $2, a couple of billion. Like, sis, no ma'am. I don't know. I just have so many questions. Y'all let me know what y'all feel about it, girl. It's a deeper conversation we will be having on For the Culture Podcast. Maybe we'll do an In the Middle episode talking about it. We do have a new episode of In the Middle coming out this week. Working on a lot of things. Make sure you're subscribing. Make sure you're hitting that bell to get notifications for every video. Make sure you're checking out kingofreads.com and continue to listen to For the Culture Podcast. So as we move on swiftly and professionally, it's time to talk about LaLa and Carmello Anthony. Recently, LaLa posted on Instagram wishing Carmello a happy Father's Day, with Carmello in the picture and as well as their child. And someone asked the question, said, sis, girl, are you going to accept the daughter that was, that came outside of the marriage? Like, are you going to accept that? And there's been rumor that LaLa has taken in Carmello Anthony, and they're back cool, but she is not interested in accepting their child as a part of their family or whatever. Now, LaLa can do whatever the hell she wants to do. And secondly, there should not be so much pressure on just the woman. Like, she wasn't the one that stepped outside the marriage and had another child. She wasn't the one doing any of that. It was specifically Carmello Anthony. Ain't no telling how much robbing he did, how much he didn't hopped into his, what's that man's name that was with Cardi B? I can't think, Offset. There's no telling how much praise and worship he been doing to try to get his wife back or whatever, but he was the one that stepped outside their marriage. So he, is responsible for this child being made. Now, my whole thing is, this is how I feel. If you're going to accept the husband, I would think it would be right for you to accept the child. Not saying that you got to pick the child up and you got to do all this and burp them and feed them all that, but to act like they don't exist is garbage. And to say that the man should not be going to see the child is garbage. Like, now they are one. That is a product of him. That is his child. That baby don't have anything to do with that. Like, this is an innocent child. The child didn't ask for any of this, and that's what I'm thinking about. The child didn't the child did not have anything to do with this. Now, with me saying that, I'm having to think about back in the day where the fathers were out here. Y'all know our granddaddies and stuff had children outside the marriage. We found out several years later. Like, it makes me think about that, and women did not have a choice because they were not able to get jobs, they were not able to find work, and still now, women are paid fairly less than men. So sometimes women had to stay, and still do to this day, stay in relationships that are unhealthy because they got bills and stuff to pay, and they probably thinking about their children. But I'm thinking to myself that LaLa, and I don't know if this is the case, this is all hypothetical. We don't know what LaLa is having a conversation with her husband, but I'm thinking no matter who it is, if you're going to accept the person back, you have to accept all the things that comes with that. And that's a difficult situation. There are some women who say specifically they ain't going to do it because they don't want to be a part of it, and they have every right to do it. But girl, y'all are giving me Game of Thrones tease when it came to how Jon Snow came about. Jon Snow wasn't even a bastard child, to be honest, but he was told he was a bastard child. But y'all know there ain't that situation going on now. The King of the North. But I do believe if LaLa has taken him back and she's saying she is ready to accept his apology and all that and move forward, she also needs to be okay with her her husband going to see her his daughter. This baby had nothing to do with any of the things that happened. They're just here, they're just innocent, so their baby deserves all the love and support, and the baby might have to come over to see his other brother and all that other stuff. It just has to happen. I think that is something that we have to think about when we are making relationships and getting into relationships with other people. We are one. So this is a thing that you might want to think about, and you can do all the questioning, all the research, and all of the soul searching, and this person can still step outside the relationship, marriage, or whatever, and make babies, but you need to be prepared for that. You need to be prepared for that happening and how you're going to react. Now, if there's a situation where you're saying, girl, I ain't doing none of that, I'm divorcing your ass, we separate, and now my child doesn't necessarily have to have that much relationship with this other child, but they do need to know about it, because I feel like that it is important for these children to know that they have a stepbrother or something. I feel like they have to know that, because it should never be a situation where 10 years later, your son's some here dating their goddamn stepdaughter, cousin, or some shit, or something like that. Girl, y'all got to have a conversation about that. And we know small things like this happen, and sometimes the men don't even say they got children outside the marriage. They don't say shit. I do think, I don't know, I really can't say, because I don't know if this is true about LaLa. I don't see her doing that. I don't see her telling Carmello that their child can't come over our house or any of that, But I just don't know, because I don't know LaLa like that, and we've not seen her really show anything But girl, it's interesting, sis. What do y'all feel about it? Do y'all feel like if your person, your partner steps outside the marriage and has a child, should you take them back in and the child? Or should it just be like, girl, I'm taking you in, but I'm not accepting that child? How does that work? Let me know in the comments. Let's talk about Young Miami being pregnant. Young Miami, first of all, let me give you your things, your flowers, girl. Young Miami performed in Atlanta this past weekend at the birthday bash, if I'm not mistaken. And sis was pregnant, twerking down, getting her life. This is, baby, let me tell you something. That baby is 1-2 stepping all on her uterus, and I am here for it because I have never seen Young Miami give a performance or something like that, ever. But to see that girl cut up and dance and all that, it looks like she's just having fun and she's having the time of her life, makes me feel good because, girl, for so long, girl, and Young Miami, girl, you was on there rapping and offbeat, like on everything. Pussy, well, did an aquarium. I mean, girl, you always been offbeat. But we know you're doing it for JT. Shout out to JT in her cell, in the bed, laying down, not with her man. But now Young Miami is pregnant. And girl, they are saying that the Hot Girl Summer is canceled. I truly believe that Young Miami is going to be good. I think she's going to continue. I think now that we are doing a better job of accepting female performers, you know, pregnant. I think Cardi B did a great, fabulous job of how she did that. I do think sis needs some rest for health reasons, but I'm not her doctor, so I can't be diagnosing her ass with shit. But I do believe that this is like something good for Young Miami. I feel like it lifted her spirits up. I hope that that baby is drinking water, because baby, that baby probably swimming in Mountain Dew, girl, and orange juice, and I hope that ain't the case. I hope to God that baby ain't swimming in no damn mimosa or no man-mosa, because y'all know that Young Miami said she don't drink water, she just drink fruit juice and shit. Sis, if you don't get no H2O in your damn body, I think your body is made up of like 60 or something. I forgot the percentage, the exact percentage, because I know y'all gonna tell me in the comments. The exact percentage of how much our body's made of water. Like, girl, you need to get that together, girl. That ain't looking cute, sis. I'm happy for Young Miami. Congratulations to her and her family. Like, yeah, sis, get it. Let me talk about like some like clothing lines. Baby Phat has released something, joggers. They're in Forever 21, and I think Kim, I can't think of her name right now at this time. The girl who founded, I'm tired now at this point, and girl, I really don't even give a damn. But the girl who founded Baby Phat, Kim, what's her name? Girl, I can't, Kimora. Yes, come on, it came out eventually. Because I ain't want to say it wrong and mispronounce it. Y'all be dragging me in the comments. You never get nobody's name right. I sure don't, girl. I ain't got no damn producer telling me in my damn ear right now who to say and who it is, girl. Y'all be letting Wendy Williams sit over here stutter all on this shit, and y'all be giving her ass some views. Girl, you can give me 30 to 40,000 views and I can mispronounce some names or something. But however, Kimora Simmons has relaunched Baby Phat, and the shit looks garbage. Like, I'm seeing the stuff and it looks like she just put the Baby Phat symbol on some turtlenecks and some shirts, and it looks like some trash. It looks garbage. I feel like they could have really did some sickening shit. This 90s stuff, everybody's missing the 90s, I guess, because it's letting us know, like, girl, we ain't had to think about all the stuff that's going on in the 90s. The 90s was bad too, but girl, we didn't think about it because a lot of our asses are, you know, older now. Like, god damn, this is what, like, y'all told me that being an adult wasn't like this hard. Like, I want to be grown so I can be able to drink liquor. Now we over here struggling to pay bills and sitting here maxing out credit cards and getting insufficient fund notification from my bank. Been there, done that, girl. I think I went from having 10 cents in my account to negative $59.26. But girl, I get paid this Friday, so bitch, I'm gonna be up out on this Instagram story. I'm here getting my life. But Baby Phat, girl, garbage. Let's also talk about who is that girl? Beyonce Beehive released this Beehive merchandise, and the shit looks garbage as well. Girl, y'all just been playing in our face with this, like, okay. Like, I saw the Beehive merchandise, I'm like, B, what is this shit? What is this, girl? This ain't the work of the Lord. See something here, like it's just, it like nothing went into it. I hate the font. I hate the merchandise. I just hate all of it. You know who do have merchandise? King of Reason for the Culture Podcast. Yes, go to kingareason.com/shop to get your hoodie. It's too hot for a hoodie, but shirts and all that. Also go to furtherculturepodcast.com and get your Further Culture merchandise as well. But girl, it looked way better than that shit over at Beehive. But girl, that's a whole nother story. I have enjoyed talking to y'all today. I hope y'all are enjoying y'all wonderful Tuesday evening, honey. Make sure that you are clicking that subscribe button. Make sure you're clicking the notification bell. Make sure you're checking out all of my recent content, my recent uploads, and some of the stuff like similar to the video I did today. Remember, every Tuesday and Thursday, be expecting a video, specifically a King of Reese TV video. I cannot wait to see y'all this Wednesday, girl. I was working because Chasing Atlanta was trying to get the episode out, and I was trying to help my friend get it. So that's why we did not have a Wasted Wednesday video this past Wednesday. But y'all be prepared for Chasing Atlanta Reunion Part 2 coming out, bitch. I did that motherfucking shit. Also, get ready for Wasted Wednesday coming this Wednesday. I love y'all so much, and until next time, I'll talk to you later on tonight. Bye.
Now respect the queen when you see him, bitch. I'ma kick your ass. Let me see you come at this motherfucker.
What's your name?
Lachelle, bitch.
Lachelle.
What's your name, Brandy?
Brandy Seal. What's your last
Okay,
name?
good, Brandy. See